So it looks like Khloe Kardashian is playing the role of supportive baby mama to Tristan after he lost his mom, because she is going out of her way to be there for him, and you guys will be shocked at how far she's willing to go. Also, Kris Jenner is trying to keep things super secret regarding an alleged OD by Rob. Kris will stop at nothing to protect her kids, but this time she might have pulled her biggest and wildest move yet.
Scott is never leaving. Kanye's never leaving. Looks like you're never leaving.
More like you're never leaving me.
And that is a sign to me of somebody who's not extremely happy and maybe a little bit depressed.
So Tristan Thompson tragically lost his mom, Andrea, a couple of days ago, and reports have it that he is completely shattered and broken from the loss. The loss of a parent is never an easy thing to deal with, and it is obvious that Tristan loved his mom and loved her deeply. He often posted her on his Instagram page and talked about how much he loved her, and so we know that he has got to be hurting super bad right now. So according to reports, Andrea was at her home in Toronto, Canada, when she suddenly suffered a heart attack that turned out to be fatal. She was rushed to the hospital where efforts were made to resuscitate her, but she unfortunately passed away. Insiders revealed that Khloe was close to Andrea, and despite the situation between her and Tristan, she continued to maintain a relationship with Andrea because she genuinely liked her, and also because she was the grandmother of her 2 kids. When the news of Andrea's passing broke, people immediately started wondering what it meant for Khloe, especially since their situation with Tristan. There have been speculations for a while now that she has secretly taken Tristan back for the millionth time, but she hasn't confirmed or denied the rumors yet. But she and Tristan have been co-parenting, well, for the past couple of months without any drama, and Khloe is offering him her support after the death of his mother. Now, if there's one thing we know about Khloe, it's how supportive she can be, and she is proving this once again by flying with him from LA to Toronto to be with him and offer him support. They were spotted getting off a private jet, and while it's not clear exactly how long Khloe is going to be with him, an insider reported that she has plans to stay as long as he needs her to. The insider added that she plans to be fully involved in the funeral arrangements because she loved Andrea. The insider made no mention about whether or not Tristan and Khloe are back together or if they have any plans of getting back together, but people on social media are convinced that Tristan is going to use this opportunity to work his way back into Khloe's life. A lot of people think that there is no need for her to be so close to the family since she and Tristan are no longer together, and that she needs to keep her guard up around him. Of course, there were a lot of comments saying things like, "Oh wow, Tristan lost his mom? Pray for Khloe, guys. Use any tragedy to get back into your life." Khloe def letting Tristan back in. She's going to feel bad for him grieving his mom. And flying to Toronto to support Tristan? Disgraceful. What a pushover sucker you are. Embarrassing. Distance yourself from this cheating loser. How much more can you take from him? Embarrassing, Khloe. But then other people are also pointing out that Khloe was just being a decent person and offering support because Andrea was her kid's grandmother. Someone said, people commenting saying Khloe don't take Tristan back, like that's beside the point. Her kids just lost their grandmother. And another person tweeted, y'all coming for Khloe now for showing respect to Tristan's mother who passed away? She was literally the grandmother of her children. But this is not the only tragedy to be linked to the Kardashians in the past week, because according to reports, Rob Kardashian secretly OD'd, and Kris Jenner has been doing her best to keep it under wraps and out of the public. Now, we all know that Rob is the one Kardashian who hates the public eye and does his best to stay out of it. Unfortunately, he has also had more than his fair share of struggles, and reports have it that things haven't exactly gotten better for him in the past couple of months. While America media pages have been kind of keeping it hush-hush when it comes to this case, foreign media has been all over it. It was first reported by a French page called Acababe, and they claimed that Rob was rushed to the hospital on an OD. They said Rob Kardashian is currently under surveillance in the hospital. He will spend the night there to do a battery of medical examinations. He's fine, he's awake and conscious. Still, according to my source, he arrived in the emergency room unconscious, pale-faced, and blue-lipped. And yet, some very worried relatives and family hesitate to send him directly to treatment after he leaves the emergency room. The reason for his acts are still rather vague. They continued, the demons from the past have caught up with him. On the night of Wednesday, December 28th at 3:17, Rob was rushed to the hospital following an OD. As soon as he was able to regain his senses, he started crying and screaming that Blac Chyna would have ruined her life. Never the right to enjoy your child alone without crows and vipers spying on my behavior and attitude. I miss my child. I want to die. This fame is not for me. They also claim that Kris Jenner ordered a media shutdown on the case, saying, according to my U.S. hospital source, Kris Jenner contacted the hospital Rob is currently staying at and ordered no leaking of information to the U.S. tabloids. Fun fact, several paparazzi were present on the spot but awaiting validation before being able to release the information in the U.S. They then claimed that Rob refused to go to rehab and instead called his mom and sister Khloe, and he was discharged from the hospital a while later. This is some serious stuff, because if things have gotten so bad that he OD'd, then he needs to get professional help ASAP. But it's not really surprising that no American media outlet is reporting this, because we all know how powerful the Kardashians are. Like it or not, they control the media to a very large extent, and if they want to kill a story like this, please know that it'll be killed. But their influence over the media doesn't really extend all the way to France and Europe, so it explains why European blogs and media houses are the only ones reporting this. Someone commented, Rob Kardashian OD'd and the family is taking down everything from Reddit posts to articles in different countries. And another person tweeted, Rob Kardashian overdosed and Kris has so much money and power to pay off tabloids. Now there's no way to know if this is 100% true, but people believe that it is true because Kris Jenner is pulling one of her oldest tricks, and that's covering up a story with another story. While the topic of Rob's OD was trending and the Kardashians were facing public scrutiny for the way they were handling it, news conveniently leaked that Kylie had broken up with Travis Scott yet again. The timing of this was too good to be coincidence, and people called Kris out for trying to cover up the Rob situation by leaking news of Kylie's breakup. There were comments like, so Rob had an overdose and so they're releasing this on and off again pitch about Kylie to cover it up? Okay. Yeah, and Rob OD, but Kris doesn't want the media to blast that. And they've probably been done, just releasing now to deflect from the Rob situation. It looks like people have finally woken up and are starting to realize how the Kardashian PR machine works, because this is their go-to move whenever there's a scandal going on. But we're going to keep our fingers crossed that Rob is doing well and he's on the road to recovery. Given how hard Kris has worked to keep this under wraps, it's unlikely that we're going to be getting a statement out of her. As they say, the devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder. But anyway, if you love this video, then you should check out this next one.